If you've been watching Nick's Garage, you know that Nick recently put his beloved 1969 426 Hemi up for sale.
Guys, I hate to say this, but it's time for me to let go of my Hemi.
He's been given a few offers, but so far, nobody has taken the setup off his hands. However, the engine did leave the shop for a few days to take part in a secret project. We've been under a publication ban and couldn't tell you about it. Until now.
And as we could all see, the keeper is still here in my shop. It's not sold yet, but something came up, like I said a while back, that somebody borrowed the engine for to make a commercial on a major oil company. And here it is, Pennzoil. They borrowed my engine for a few days to make a commercial here, filmed in Montreal for Pennzoil, and wasn't allowed to talk about it until the commercial came out. So now that the commercial's on the air, I could talk about it. So here it is. Here we are in production studio here somewhere deep in Montreal, and we're doing actually Pennzoil is doing a commercial on something, I don't know what it is exactly, but they've borrowed my 426 Hemi, the keeper, to make this commercial. So they've asked me to come in and set up the carburetors on the engine because they had to put it on a special display, and what a display it is. Come and see this. I don't know how far they're gonna go with this, but they've built a stage just for the Hemi. This is awesome. I'm gonna freak out on this. Here's the stage they built. There's my 426 Hemi, the keeper. We're on the back side of the stage because they're just setting up to make the commercial for Pennzoil. And my job is right now to install the carburetors, and then we'll see, we'll take it from there. I'm very impressed because I went to the another studio where they had the stage built. They had over 10 people working on it around the clock to get this thing built. I don't know, but they had it done in a few days, but they had a big team. Only to unbox my 426 Hemi, the keeper. And since it's not sold yet, I've lent it out to Pennzoil to make the commercial. And what more can they ask for is a Dodge engine, and here it is, the 426 Hemi engine. So my job is to put the carburetors on because they couldn't lift the engine with the carburetors in the way. So I told them I'm going to remove them so I can put my plate, the lift plate, on the intake manifold so they can lift it and put it in place.
Over the years, Nick has built himself quite a reputation for building great Dodge engines. But it still came as a surprise to him when the commercial's producers came to his shop.
You know, this is something I've never done before. And I had the honor of someone much old setting me up. They were looking for a nice Dodge engine, and they said, you know, Nick's got the perfect engine for display. So they called up and asked if they can borrow it, and here it is. We brought it in. So I'm going to go up on the stage right now and remove the plate. This is something. I never expected my keeper to be here, but here it is, live in action for display for Pennzoil. Here we are in a big shape number 4. What it stands for, I do not know. It's all custom made. This engine stand was custom made just for the Hemi. This is something different. I'm showing it off. Just sitting here on the stage to make a commercial. This is going to be awesome. This is the first time I'm in something like a Hollywood set. Here we are in a big grand studio here. First time I've been here. I don't know what's going to go on, but there's a lot of stuff they've got in the background there, and a lot of lights and whatever. It's like I have no idea what they're going to do, but my job is to set this up for them so they can start shooting.
Once these huge buildings served as train locomotive repair shops before being converted to studios for film and television work. This kind of business means a lot to Montreal and its skilled workers. From carpenters to cooks, electricians to computer animators, all kinds of people make their livings in this city by building media for the rest of the world. And today, Nick is playing his part.
Here we go. Now I don't know if they want to display the engine with or without the air cleaner. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give them the option. So I brought it and I'll let them decide what they want to do. In the meantime, I'll leave it in the shop here at the studio.
Please don't send messages about Nick's Sebring. He knows it looks terrible, but he's not about to throw a bunch of money at what is essentially a winter beater. He hopes to replace the car soon. And if there are any Chrysler dealers watching who want to put a car in Nick's hands for a little bit of exposure on the channel, well, you know where to find us.
This is going to be exciting. You know, with or without the air cleaner, this engine looks fabulous. Anyways, let's finish what we're doing. And look at this. I get to keep the oil filter. Cool. Pennzoil, PZ1. So that's the number for a Hemi. I'm going to screw it on. Here it is. This is what it's all about. Right here, Pennzoil. Everybody knows that Montreal's known for making movies, and like these old big places, they make indoor films or whatever. Must be great. Like I said before, Montreal's known for making films, and I guess this is one of the places. God, this place is humongous. Let me tell you, they've got so much equipment, I have no idea what they're planning for. And of course, they've asked for a yellow Charger to be in the film, and it's just right over there. We all know that yellow stands for Pennzoil, yellow and black. And this is the car they want to choose. They picked a Daytona Charger, as you can see here. And if you guys know your history of Chrysler, if you go back in 1969, Daytonas, the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona also came with a 426 Hemi as an option, also with a 440. But here it is. As you can see where the stage is, it's a big number 4. I don't know what it represents, but my Hemi is right in the middle of that stage. I think they have 4 numbers, 5, I have no idea. All I know is they asked for a Hemi, and they asked for a yellow Charger. And here they are, they're both in the studio. Check it out, you guys, number 4. What does it stand for? I have no idea, but we're gonna see it on the commercial. Okay, I gotta go put the oil filter on. So I'm gonna have to take off the Chrysler filter and put on a Pennzoil.
With the Pennzoil brand oil filter in place, there's one thing left for Nick to do.
The finishing touch. Everybody's seen the Hemi with the air cleaner off. Now it's going to be on the engine, where it belongs. This is something new for me, guys. So keep your eyes open for when the commercial comes out on Pennzoil. And this is what you're going to see. My famous 426 Hemi, the keeper. since it's not sold yet, I've lent it out to Pennzoil to make a commercial. And then of course, when they finish with doing the commercial, you're gonna see it from the front. And now let's get back to the shop. And it was an honor to have Pennzoil borrow my engine to do this commercial because they were looking for a Dodge product. And they almost took the 440 for a commercial. But you know what? They saw this, it looked more interesting. So I said, you know what? You guys have a choice between the 440 Kawasaki motor or the 426 Hemi, the keeper. And then we had to wait for weeks and weeks because the commercial was not out. And I wanted to tell everybody that Pennzoil borrowed my engine for the commercial. So I said, you know what? Eventually, after how many? 5-6 weeks, it came out. It's on the air, and now I can talk about it. So as you can see, here it is. And now let's go watch it together. Click on the proof is in the Pennzoil. Facts, official, right here. And here we go. And this commercial is 31 seconds long, and it's got 5 facts. And the Hemi engine is in fact 4. So stay tuned and watch. Here it is.
5 important facts. 1. Crude oil is crude. 2. Natural gas is pure. 3. Pennzoil is the first
Nice.
motor oil made
Very nice.
from natural gas, not crude. 4. It gives you unbeatable engine protection.
And there it is, the 426 Hemi. And look how much they've changed it. They did a trick photography. They made my engine yellow, just like Pennzoil. They put the Pennzoil sticker in front of the oil filter. Of course, it is their filter. And here it is, my 426 Hemi, the keeper. In fact, 4 of the Pennzoil commercial, official.
And 5, you can't beat that.
See that?
The proof is in the Pennzoil.
The proof is in Nick's garage with Pennzoil. And you know, I seen this stage getting built when I was in Montreal North when they were getting it built, and they asked me to deliver the engine so they could assemble it into the stage here. But what a piece of art, let me tell you. A lot of work was involved to just make this Fact 4 stage. And here it is. All this work just for a 30-second commercial. And it comes down to just this.
The proof is in the Pennzoil.
There you guys have it. The proof is in Nick's garage with Pennzoil. There it is. And I was so impressed that when I went to pick up the engine from the studio, I seen the stage getting built way before the time when it was brought there. It was such a humongous piece, and I was offered to take it if I wanted to, but it's way too big. But I took one piece from it, right here. This was set with lights behind it, so it was an easy piece. I took it off from the stage, and here it is. I brought it home to my shop, and I kept it as a souvenir. And here it is, you guys. That was our first international commercial. You think there'll be more?
Of course, we couldn't go without a quick commercial for our own Nick's Garage Gear Shop, where you can find all the branded merchandise and support our channel. Check out the new items in store. And you may want to consider joining the growing group of Nick's fans who make a voluntary subscription at the Nick's Garage Patreon page. There are also a couple of free videos on there for everyone.